Hey, bonjour, Makade Beni Saint Nakas, Magazido Dem. Hey, it's Jamie here, and today I'm going to talk to you about making a traditional rattle. We're going to start off with a smudge. I have some ground sage here that I'm going to use. I have a smudge going actually already because I have started the process. It takes a long while for me to make a rattle, and I don't think it's going to be that interesting to watch the whole thing on video. So this time I have done a little bit of work to be able to just show you a couple of the stages of making the rattle. Okay, so the items you're going to need to make your rattle, you're going to need rawhide. You can use whatever you like. Maybe you have a particular clan that you're from that you want to honor and make sure we honor that animal. You can cut out your hide dry, although it's kind of difficult when it is. I let the hide soak slightly, so I've cut it out in the shape that I wanted and soaked them in water already. The other thing that you're going to need is some sinew. You're going to need a leather needle. A leather needle is beveled and pointed, so therefore it goes through thicker items like that much easier. You'll also need at least one funnel. You'll need some dry sand, and you'll also need, well, I use Thunderbird stones, but I've heard of some people use corn or beans, anything hard really. If you're not going to take your lodge, or sorry, if you're not going to take your rattle into a lodge, then you can go ahead and use corn. But for me, I like to use my stone or my rattle anywhere I want, so I'm going to use Thunderbird stones. The other thing, if you happen to have access to be really nice, is an awl and a hammer. This will help you punch the holes through the leather, and it's very much easier to sew. So like I said, I've already started, so you can see I've done some sewing. When I do my sewing, I sew from the inside to out, so I'll go inside, find the hole that I already punched through, and pull it out to the outside. I like how this looks when I stitch it all up, and that's the method that I use. There's a little bit of teachings about a rattle. There might be teachings about why you'd use a specific hide, so that may vary from person to person. The reason why I use Thunderbird stones, that might be different from somebody else. Somebody else might prefer to use corn. It's up to them. I like the fact that I get to sit with different people and I get to hear different reasons for the way they do stuff. Makes it interesting for me. I think it's important that if you're doing this work, to be in a good place, good space. You don't want to be frustrated or angry doing this work because you're going to have this rattle with you. Or what if you gave it away as a gift? I would want to make sure that the gift that I send on has good intentions and good feeling with it, so that it helps that person that it goes to walk with, helps them on their journey. Alright, so you get the idea. Be careful not to pull so tight that you end up cutting your skin. Happens. Just be careful. So you'll need the funnel, because once you make, I've already sewed a rattle. Once you get your rattle sewn all the way on the outside, you're going to put that rattle into the opening, and you're going to need to fill it with dry sand, and that will help give you the shape for your rattle. So I've already done that. I've filled this rattle with sand, and it's drying a little bit on the outside already, and I leave enough string to be able to hang it while it dries. And yeah, that's just what I do. I used a willow for the handle. You can use whatever you want or whatever you have access to. after your rattle is dry, after it's been hung drying, it probably takes about up to 2 or 3 days, depending on what kind of hide you used. You'll pour that sand out, then you'll use whatever you're putting inside to make the sounds, and then you can use spruce gum to stitch this over, or to cover this over, so that it holds the rattle together really nice. I usually glue my handle onto the stick, or the stick to the rawhide, just because I don't want it to be like you're going to shake it and all of a sudden, whoosh, it's happened. You can use a wooden toggle, so a wooden peg to go through if you want. Now would be the best time to actually do that, because once you wait till it's dry, it'll be very hard again to poke through. So that's making a traditional rattle. Of course, you should feast it, especially if it's going to be part of your bundle, to speak for it, to ask it to help you on your journey. Yeah, if you want to hear other teachings about the rattle, you can come find me, come sit with me. Talk to you again soon. Have a great day.